I don't need that to back up my faith. Might need it for some help somebody else's faith. But when you believe what God says, that's enough. Somebody shout, that's enough. Now look at verse 16. I want to show you what faith does. Behold, I've created the smith. This is God talking. That word smith means blacksmith. I've created the blacksmith. God saying this. Everybody says God speaking. God said, I created the blacksmith. You got to catch this. This is tough. I'm sorry. This is just, God just nosy too much. He said, I created the blacksmith that blows on the coals of fire, that brings forth an instrument for his work, and I've created the waste to destroy. In other words, what he's trying to say is, I created the devil that's creating the weapon to destroy you. Hold on. Can I go back to last night's message a little bit? The manufacturer and his product. He said, I manufactured the devil. Manufacturers know that they have an on and off switch on their product. They designed it in there. God knows how to shut the devil off. See, this works the other way around. Remember how last night we talked about if you throw a hairdryer into water, it begins to, break up, and it begins to, circuits begin to reroute, and, it just short circuits and electricity flows through the water. You don't get it. When you start praising God and worshiping God in the middle of your trouble, when the devil's done something so hard to you till it's like he punched you, till all of your breath is just knocked out of you, and with what breath you have left, you start to praise and worship God, you don't understand that God just picks the devil up and just throws him into your praise, and he gets all short-circuited. He don't even know what to do with himself, because I hit them with my best shot and they're still praising God. They should have been cursing God to his face, but they're still lifting their hands. They're still opening up their mouth with tears rolling down their face. They're still blessing the Lord at all times. That's faith. Somebody shout hallelujah. That's why no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Because the one that made the weapon, God knows him. So, hold on. God knew what he was going to make before he made it. And God already knows how to break it up. Manufacturers do this. Really smart. They do this. They will sell to the police station radars to catch you. And then they will wait till enough people get busted and sick of getting busted. And then they come out with a radar detector. That scrambles the radar they made. Whew. I told you God's ahead of this thing. So the devil starts shooting things at you and seems like he's breaking you down. God just waits a little bit because it looks like he's winning. And then God just puts the attachment of a radar detector onto you and allows you now to see what's really going on. Breaks the whole thing down. And see what faith does. Faith reaches up and grabs hold of God and says, I believe you. I believe that this thing is not going to take me down. I believe it's going to raise me up higher. I believe it will not destroy me, but it will develop me. I believe that. And even though I may be bleeding right now, even though I may be tired, I may be sick and tired of being sick and tired, faith reaches up and holds God's hand and says, but I know you'll pull me out. I know you'll lift me up. I know you're going to take me through. Does anybody believe God in this house? Somebody clap your hands and shout unto the Lord with the voice of triumph. All right, now, let's get some understandings on faith now, because can I tell you something? I'm in Hebrews chapter 11. Unfortunately, especially sometimes through the televangelists and other people we watch or understand. Sometimes we can get some real wrong concepts on faith. Now let's get some things clear about faith. Faith's purpose is not to get you a new car. Now it can do that, but that's not its ultimate purpose. Faith's purpose is not to get you a new house. Now it can do that, but that's not its ultimate purpose. Faith's purpose is not even to get you out of your situations. Ooh. It can do that, but that's not its ultimate purpose. Its ultimate purpose is not to deliver you out of your problem. I got word. Y'all hold on. I got word. Let me show you what faith's purpose is. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 5. Hebrews 11, verse 5, and then we're going to move to verse 6. You got to get this. This is why a lot of us are struggling. You've attached the wrong purpose to faith. You think faith purpose is to get you out of your problem. It's to stop your difficulty. That's not faith's purpose. It's a byproduct of it. It can do it. It doesn't have a problem in doing it. But you better catch this, because faith sometimes won't do it. Okay, let's look at why. Verse 5, by faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death and was not found. Because, everybody say because God translated him. Everybody say for before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleased. Are you starting to get the idea of faith's purpose? All right, now hold on. Let's make it clear. Verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. Here is faith's purpose. It is to please God. All right, I hope y'all still clapping when I'm done. Watch this. Here's Job. He's minding his own business. He's living righteously. He's doing things faithfully. He's doing everything God's telling him to do. He's sacrificing even for his own children, sacrificing offerings up to the Lord because he's concerned that maybe they might curse God in their heart. They haven't revealed anything openly, but Job's not waiting on any kind of open manifestation. Learn this, parents. Job wasn't waiting on an open manifestation of rebellion. He was already sacrificing to the Lord on their behalf, knowing that it happens first in the heart, and then the manifestation is the last result. He's minding his own business. He's loving God. What happens? Satan is going up and down, to and fro from the earth. God stops him one day with his the devil's got his track shoes on, running up and down the earth. God goes, yo, whoa, just a minute. Over here, let's talk. Satan walks over towards God. God goes, where you been? You know, God's got a sense of humor. Now, you know he's omnipresent. He was there before the devil got there. And what is he going to start off with? Where you been? Oh, maybe you don't understand this. Some of you children understand it. Your parents go, where you been? Oh, I was just, at a friend's house at the library. Yeah, their mother just called me. They knew when they asked the question where you had been already, all right? So that's what was going on between God and Satan. Where you been? I've been going up and down, to and fro, throughout the earth. He said, oh. In other words, if you've been doing that, then you had to notice my servant Job. God starts the whole thing. Satan didn't start this. God starts it. You had to notice my servant Job, one that lives upright, eschews evil. You've noticed him, haven't you? Satan goes, yeah, I've noticed him. He said, you got a hedge around him. I can't touch him. God's going, true. It's all true. True. I know you can't touch him. Satan goes, you stretch forth your hands against him and touch him. No, I can't do that, because if I do that, he'll get more blessed. And so I give you permission to do it, devil. You touch him. Now, God, why are you doing this? Because you see, you don't understand.